Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính has issued an official telegram initiating the Quang campaign for the rapid reconstruction and repair of homes for families affected by recent natural disasters in the central provinces. The Prime Minister requested that provinces and cities from Hà Tĩnh to Lâm Đồng, particularly Đắk Lắk, Khánh Hòa, Gia Lai, and Lâm Đồng, immediately launch and implement the campaign starting today, December the 1st. Local authorities are required to mobilize all available resources, involving entire political system to repair houses for families with severely damaged homes by December the 31st. Reconstruction and resettlement for families whose homes were completely destroyed must be completed no later than January the 31st, 2026. The Prime Minister also emphasized the importance of fostering self-reliance and resilience among local communities and residents, while coordinating with the Vietnam Fatherland Front to continue mobilizing material and volunteer contributions from businesses and philanthropists, following the principle, everyone helps according to what they have, helping where it is needed. Now, starting today, all students at 28 schools in the flood-affected areas of Kangua province are returning to class. According to the Provincial Department of Education and Training, the recent natural disaster affected more than 57,000 students across all grade levels. The hardest hit area include the communes of Dien Dien, Dien Khánh, Dien Thọ, Nam Khánh Vĩnh, and Tây Khánh Vĩnh. Many children lost their homes, school books, uniforms, and learning materials. Some are temporarily staying with relatives. To support students in these flood-affected communities, Kangua province has decided to provide $30 per student to help them purchase new school books and uniforms.
The section of National Highway 20 through Mimosa Pass has reopened to two-way traffic after more than a week of repairs, ending a 10-day disruption caused by a major landslide that cut off access to Dalat. Repair crews worked around the clock, and the route is set to reopen fully from 6 p.m. on Sunday after meeting required safety conditions. The entire 10-kilometer stretch of the pass is now clear, allowing passage for all vehicles, including heavy trucks, without detours. A permanent bridge will be built at the landslide site to ensure long-term stability along Mimosa Pass. The landslide, triggered by prolonged rain, sent tens of thousands of cubic meters of soil and rock sliding about 20 meters deep, leading to a natural disaster emergency. Today, December the 1st, all schools in flooded areas in Kangua province will resume classes. For students in flooded areas, the biggest concern now is not having books and school supplies.
And Khánh Minh, according to the latest updates, the number of students affected by the flood reached 57,000. And difficulties they are facing, obviously, alongside support from the wider community, many teachers have overcome their own difficulties and supported their students to return to school.
This rented room is where Thai's family lives. His father works as a construction worker with unstable income. His mother is chronically ill. After the flood, the family became even more financially strained. Hoa Kuk, a teacher who lives in the same neighborhood, came to Thai's house to give him some school supplies. Tomorrow, Thai and his younger brother will return to class with the new school supplies.
The teachers gave me school supplies. I am very happy.
The flood affected 162 educational institutions in Kangua province, with over 42,000 students having their houses flooded. Their books, notebooks, and uniforms were mostly gone or no longer usable. The teachers understood the situation, so they found ways to help the students.
I also suffered losses, but I love the students, so I tried to contact and connect with donors to help them in any way possible.
Kangua province has promptly supported students whose houses were flooded. Each student received nearly $70. The community has also joined hands to help bring the students back to school. With the help of colleagues from across the country, teachers in the flood-affected areas have received many sets of school supplies to distribute to students' families.
Seeing the flooding in Nha Trang, everyone joined hands to support funds to buy stationery and school supplies. We are very grateful to the donors. Now the students have books and school supplies to return to school.
More notebook and school supplies given to students means fewer worries for teachers in the flood area. Teacher Hoa Kuk is busy preparing for tomorrow's lesson. If there are no physical textbooks, electronic textbooks will be used. If the outside still has mud stains, they will be washed, ready for the coming school day.
From Kangua, we now move to Đắk Lắk province, also heavily affected by the recent flood. For residents of the eastern communes and wards of Đắk Lắk province, the destructive floods receded 10 days ago, but they left behind very heavy losses.
Yes, Lina, and yet throughout their struggle, they have not been alone. Support from the government and people has been a powerful source of encouragement. As reconstruction begins, flood-hit communes and communities finally have a moment to pause and offer their deepest, most heartfelt thanks.
Relief convoys make long journeys from the north, the south, and the north-central region, even areas that themselves endure October's floods, to bring essential supplies to eastern Đắk Lắk. Mats from residents of Hưng Lộc commune in Huế City were delivered directly to families in isolated Phú Mỡ, carrying with them warmth and care from afar.
We wish everyone good health and a stable place to live, along with blankets, mats, clothes, milk, and other essentials.
The damage caused by this historic flood is immense, but the burden is easing as no one is left behind. With current donated supplies, many severely affected communities have enough food for at least 2 months. Local residents have expressed heartfelt gratitude for these acts of kindness.
We are very grateful to everyone who came from afar to help. Thank you so much.
We sincerely thank the donors, volunteer groups, and government agencies.
Cash contributions sent to the Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee of Đắk Lắk are also being allocated to help families rebuild sturdier, disaster-resilient homes after this historic flood.
We aim to build houses that not only ensure safety, but also help neighboring homes provide temporary shelter.
In just a few days, new storm-resistant homes will stand in this area. The people's belief in recovery after the disaster is growing stronger.
Now, a total of 800 vaccine doses and 200 antitoxin doses have been prepared for residents in areas heavily affected by recent floods. The Kangua Provincial General Hospital provides them. Health officials warn that tetanus risk rise sharply after floods due to cleanup work in mud, polluted environments, and sharp debris. Early vaccination helps reduce infection risks, protect community health in flood-hit areas, and prevent potential outbreaks of infectious diseases. People can visit the hospital's vaccination center on Yak Sang Street in Nha Trang to receive their service at no cost. Around 80 task forces have been established by Military Region 5 to assist localities in rebuilding homes after the historic floods, ensuring that every family has a warm home before the Lunar New Year. Each team consists of 12 to 15 officers and soldiers with construction skills and physical endurance. They will work with local party committees and authorities to survey each household, identify homes that are severely damaged, carefully assess each family's needs, and propose the most suitable repair or reconstruction plans proactively. Starting Monday, the teams will begin their assigned tasks. In recent days, localities have also issued decisions to repair and rebuild homes that collapsed or were damaged in the recent floods.